Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 5th. It's October. It's the year 2020. And this is my third time trying to make this video. Every time I try to post this video, there's no audio, which makes no sense at all because I know how to do this, basically. At any rate, I'm going to try to lay this out as succinctly as I possibly can so you can understand this. And I'm not talking to you, the people that get it. I'm talking to you, the people that don't get it. You know what I mean? I posted a video yesterday. One of the first comments is, so do you think Trump's lying? It's like, I thought the entire video explained that, but apparently not, okay? Take a look at this, because even a 12-year-old figured this out. And I'm going to show you this, but look at this first. This is the mainstream. Oh my goodness, White House press secretary infected. Donald Trump didn't tell people that he was sick. He waited. The confusion and the presidential debate, what to believe, blah, 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 blah. And then simply go here. This is what they tell us is the authority on all this. The Center for Disease Control, which is a privately owned company, but let's just look past that. Center for Disease Control, COVID-19. Let's scroll down. There's no funny business. There's no editing. Let's look at their numbers for the fatality rates. This is from the Center for Disease Control. So the mainstream, oh no, infected, positive test, confusion. Center for Disease Control. Even at Donald Trump's age, there is a 0.028% fatality ratio in all these scenarios. There's a 0.5% chance. Richie, if you go outside today, there's a 0.054% chance you'll die, which means it's going to be the best day of my life. Do you see what I'm saying? This is MK Ultra. This is mind control. They're all in on it. President Donald Trump is in on it. And do you know why I can say that? Because they're all related. There is no election. There's selections. How do you think, how in a million years did we get presented with reality show billionaire, super friend of Jeffrey Epstein, presented to us as a man of the people, someone that's going to make America great again, somebody that can relate to you and I? That still blows me away, but that is mind control. It's magic. Seriously. These dudes are all related.
On the School Watch tonight, the story of a 7th grader from Salinas who claims to have made a major discovery about President Obama. She and her grandfather say that President Obama is related to all but one U.S. president. We get more tonight from Action News reporter Felix Cortez, who's live in our Salinas newsroom.
Well, Dan, the youngster spent the summer, really all summer, tracing the family tree of our presidents. Her conclusion that all the presidents, with the exception of one, share the same grandfather.
Well, first we start off with George Washington at the top, and then it goes to John Adams, Thomas Jefferson.
11-year-old Bridget Dovigneau says she's made a first-of-its-kind discovery that President Obama and all the presidents before him, with the exception of one, are related and descendants of a former king of England.
No, they are all cousins,
I
and they're grandsons of John Lackland.
Dovigneau says she spent countless hours on the internet over the summer researching the lineage of our presidents, a project that started with her trying to trace her own family tree.
But I'm the first historian to do all the presidents. I'm very glad I got this done, and I think it will turn out to be a success.
The Monte Vista Christian 7th grader has written President Obama to tell him the presidents before him are his cousins. She hopes to present this family tree chart personally to the president. But Bridget has her skeptics, including this reporter. Her biggest supporter and firm believer that Obama is a descendant of a former king of England is no doubt her mother.
If you have a child, and they 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 have a child,
Like names change.
all she's saying is this guy is the great, 25th, 27th, depending on what line it is. He created all this family.
Yeah, it's a big club, and we ain't in it. And Trump is no different than any of these other people. And it's astonishing to me how many times I brought this up. His entire platform, when he presented himself, when he was presented as your pick for an election between him and Hillary, I'm going to put her in jail. That never, ever, ever, ever happened, because it was never, ever going to happen. These people write the laws. They're not going to put themselves in jail. Worse than that, they're all related, one way or the other. You see what I'm saying? It should be pretty obvious by now. But the thing that sticks in my mind the most is this. They're pushing this on the American public in the mainstream. And then right over here, I mean, it's not like it's hidden ancient knowledge that you need to be initiated to see. It's right here on the CDCs. The fatality ratio of this is nothing. And we've been telling you this for a long time. Dr. Tedros isn't a doctor. He is not a doctor. He was the former health minister for Ethiopia, a country not known for its large, healthy, well-fed people. Do you see what I'm saying? All of this has been coming out non-stop, and yet this is all people can see. And it's blowing me away, it's freaking me out, and it's pushing us towards another lockdown, and people are going to buy this. This is amazing to me, absolutely and utterly amazing to me. These people are not politicians, they're actors standing in place for the corporation of the United States of America while the machine runs on. That's it. And now the corporation is being liquidated and people don't even see it. It blows me away. Trump was put here to keep the conservative Christian people that would stand up for freedom at bay. And it's worked too well, apparently. Because when you can pull this off right in front of people's faces and they still don't get it, we're in deep, deep trouble.
Now that we know Vice President Dick Cheney and Senator Barack Obama are distant cousins.
In my book, there's a lot of genealogical research, going back, Dick's family, my family, these heroic and amazing tales of people who went west. But one of the things I discovered is that Dick and Barack Obama are 8th cousins. What? Is that an amazing thing? Yes, if you go back 8 generations, really? They have a common ancestor.
The New York Post decided to check into the genealogy of President Bush, and his family tree has people talking.
Many of the United States presidents have blood relations with each other. The Bush lineage has blood ties to a great number of former presidents. George Washington, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses Grant, Rutherford Hayes, James Garfield, Grover Cleveland, Teddy Roosevelt, William Taft, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin Roosevelt, Richard Nixon, and Gerald Ford.
We all know his father, but what about his cousins? Check out this family tree, done with research by Ancestry.com. Let me take you through this, branch by branch. Vice President Dick Cheney, the man who's only a heartbeat away from the presidency, is actually a blood relation. He's President Bush's 9th cousin once removed. Cheney's cousin Barack Obama is also Bush's 11th cousin and the 9th cousin of Brad Pitt.
In either of those first 2 books, though, who knew you and Dick Cheney cousins?
Listen, I don't think I'm going to family reunion. I don't know how I'll be greeted.
So when you hear things like Brad Pitt's, people like Brad Pitt are related to these as well, it makes things like this make a little more sense, doesn't it? Because Dr. Anthony Fauci, I'm sure, is part of the club because he's being used really, really well. And Brad Pitt. And don't forget the NBA guys. Do you remember when this whole thing first came out? The NBA guys, we've got COVID and Tom Hanks and all this other stuff. Do you remember what Tom Hanks showed us? You remember this? We're in Australia. We're down here. We're doing as good as we can. We were tested and found to be positive for the coronavirus. Blah, blah, blah. We're just eking through and hoping that we'll be cured from this deadly disease. And then he puts this up. My wife has won 6 straight hands and leads by 201 points, which is really, really strange. And then shows his favorite typewriter. Just coincidentally enough has the word corona on it 3 separate times right there. And my wife is leading by 201 points. 201? What could he possibly be referring to? Oh yeah, this thing that happened exactly 2 months before this entire thing went live. The tabletop exercise hosted by Bill and Melinda Gates, John Hopkins, and the World Economic Forum. Now, you've heard of the World Economic Forum, I'm sure, because during this time that we find ourselves gripped by this pandemic where people are dying left and right, the bodies are piling up in the street, the World Economic Forum says, well, right now is the time for a great reset, where we reset the entire country. We basically bring in Agenda 21. And if you recall, this channel right here was the first time you heard COVID and Agenda 21 before they came out. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. But back to Mr. Trump. This guy is one of them. Straight up, pure and simple, no two ways about it. He's one of them. He's not here to play 3D, 4D, 5D chess. He's simply here to watch America be completely deconstructed. That's exactly what's happening, and they warned us about this. Right here on The Economist cover, like they always do. Trump sitting on top of the world on the Judgment Tarot card, tilted towards the tower with the world in the background, holding the amulet and the scepter, the last president of the United States. And this is how they make it happen. He's not for us. He's not for us. I'll leave links below so you can watch and see for yourself how all the presidents are completely related. This isn't a democracy, and it was never supposed to be. This was supposed to be a republic. We could have kept this country if we kept this country, but we didn't. We fell into convenience. We fell into television, entertainment, all of this. It's right in front of your eyes. I don't really know what else I can possibly show you to make you understand this. Infected with a disease where you literally have more of a chance of dying peeling an orange than you do getting COVID-19. But I'm out. Bye.